Success is actually something that has to come from a place of inspiration. It can't come from a place of forcefulness.
They haven't taken the time or created the space to work out what it is that really lights them up or even brings them joy.
The belief systems of feeling unworthy or inadequate or unlovable are belief systems that are based and rooted in our upbringing.
What I see with a lot of people and when they come to me is that they haven't actually even created the space to find out what brings them joy. Like they're so busy doing and going through the motions that they haven't taken the time or created the space to work out what it is that really lights them up or even brings them joy. So what would you say to someone who's listening who might be in that situation?
I think a lot of folks that are vision oriented and have a desire of something they want to create can get caught up in the doing rather than the living and the being. And in that state of busy, it's funny, it reminds me of the song that I listen to with my son. It's like a Peppa Pig song. It's like, Rabbit is so busy. Just like doing like Miss Rabbit, we will completely get out of alignment with the momentum that we have within us and the momentum that the universe has to support us. So what happens when we shift from the doing to the living and enjoying and being, we start to feel that we can actually do less and attract more. And a lot of people think that they have to suffer to succeed. And I really want to bust that myth right now with you, because success is actually something that has to come from a place of inspiration. It can't come from a place of forcefulness.
Absolutely. I see a lot of people, they come to me, and when we strip it back and we dig deep at the root cause of why they're not living their dream life or doing their soul work is a deep unworthiness. They don't feel worthy. They have kind of put, people who are doing what they love and living their dream life over here in this box of, oh, that won't happen for me. And when we dig deep, it's this deep unworthiness. Do you see that a lot? And how can we move past that block?
I see it a lot, particularly in the folks that initially come into my Spirit Junkie Masterclass training. In fact, I devoted an entire module to worthiness, because if you're going to do big things in the world, you have to believe you're worthy of bigness. And so folks come in and they're in that busy place, and they think they have to do, and they're strangling their dreams. And one of the biggest things that I notice that's a common issue for people who have these big dreams and service-oriented goals and lives that they're ready to create and manifest and bring to the next level is still a tinge or a huge amount of unworthiness. It could be a little, it could be a lot. And the belief systems of feeling unworthy or inadequate or unlovable are belief systems that are based and rooted in our upbringing. They're rooted in attachment breaches with parents, with carers, primary carers. They're rooted in the experiences throughout our childhood where we may have learned behaviors or belief systems about ourselves that are not the truth of who we are. And so this training is, while it is a training about, launching your desires into the world, it's also a majorly personal growth training. It's like a deep dive in personal growth. And so one of the great benefits that people get from this training is to undo the belief systems and patterns that have kept them in the story of I am unworthy. And unpacking and undoing that story is necessary in order to live a fulfilled life, in order to live a purpose-driven life, and in order to frankly, just to feel free, to feel a sense of freedom. When, if you feel unworthy, you're going to be triggered all day long. It's going to keep coming up and coming up and coming up. And we have to work it out.
I love that you are helping people launch their dream business and find their soul work and make money doing what they love. And I love that you complement it with the internal work because it's so important. Like you said, it's a spiritual journey. It's a personal development journey. It's an inner journey. They come hand in hand. And there is other business trainings out there. But what I love about yours is that it does come with the inner work, which is just so important.
So many people come to me and they're like, how did you create your business? Or how did you become an author? Or how did you become a speaker? Or how did you establish a business that's purpose driven and feels so good to you and gives back? And my response is, I've done a ton of work on myself. The inner work that I have done to develop my own sense of self regulation and regulating my nervous system and undoing belief systems and healing from patterns that were stuck in my body and my psyche and my memories, undoing and unraveling so much of that and having such a grounded and rooted spiritual path is the key to my successes. I don't think that we can get somewhere with pushing and controlling, but there's a ceiling. It's when we really start to open up to a sense of freedom within that our outside experiences begin to reflect our internal condition. And that's why this training is about having a radical inner transformation so that you can create a transformation in the world.
I love that.